What is up, clean freaks and filthy friends alike? Filthy Dan coming at you for something a little different today. This is a response video to a tag, a horror tag created by another YouTuber, David Newton, better known as DTN2 Horror. This is his Halloween tag 2020, and this is my response to that. First of all, I want to say this was a great tag. Definitely some good questions on here, so let's go. Question 1. Do you celebrate Halloween, or is it just another day? Well, as far as I look at it, every day is kind of Halloween. I mean, look at me. So, yeah, Halloween is definitely a celebrated holiday. I wish I could do more to celebrate it. But yeah, I try to look at it as every day is Halloween. Question number 2, do I decorate for Halloween? If so, what is my favorite decoration? I actually don't own any Halloween decorations right now, but if I did, I would definitely be gung-ho about decorating for it. I know that's kind of a mixed answer. So I guess historically, no, I don't decorate. I know, we did quite a bit when I was growing up. But if I could afford decorations right now, I'd definitely be decorating the place. I have this scary cat back here, if that counts as a decoration. Favorite Halloween candy? Question number 3. Favorite Halloween candy? That's a good one. Probably Tootsie Rolls. I know there's people who don't like Tootsie Rolls. I think they're out of their mind. Of course, I like the classic Tootsie Rolls, and I even liked the different flavored ones. The vanilla one was actually pretty cool. Question number 4, favorite memories of Halloween? Well, I've had a few interesting Halloweens, to say the least. One of my favorites is probably, I can't remember what year it was, but I know it was in the early 2000s. I don't remember exactly what I was that year, but I was like, I had to have been like 6 or 7, and my brother and I were trick-or-treating. We go up to this one house, and it's a nice decorated house, it's got the works for that time. Anyway, as we're getting up to the house, we hear this laughing scream, and this light just comes up off the ceiling of that house, or off the roof of the house, and it's this dude. This guy was dressed as the Cat in the Hat, but his laugh was the scariest fucking thing ever. I think it was like the first year I was trying to be something scary, and of course I get scared like a little wimp there. That's definitely one that stands out for me. Of course, anytime going through like a haunted corn maze or anything like that is always fun. Question number 5. If I've been invited to a Halloween party, what is my dream costume, or am I not going? Well, I don't typically go to Halloween parties a lot. I'm not a very outgoing individual as it is. But if I was to go to a Halloween party, I would probably go... Oh, I'm trying to not say Dr. Frankenfurter. Yeah, I'd probably go as Dr. Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show just for shits and giggles. Otherwise, I would probably just go as Ghostface or Michael or something like that. At the same time, I would try to think of something kind of, not really unique, but something kind of funny, but I'd probably just go as Frankenfurter. Do I prefer going to a Halloween party or staying home for a scary movie marathon? As I said in question 5, I'm not very outgoing, so I would probably stay home and do a scary movie marathon. Question number 7. What are your go-to movies to watch during the Halloween season? Well, Night of the Demons is one I always enjoy watching. Of course, any number of the Halloween films in the Halloween franchise. House of a Thousand Corpses. Um, I like to break out the Universal monsters every now and again for the Halloween season. I mean, that's a tricky question because I'm watching horror movies all year round, but definitely Night of the Demons and the Halloween franchise and the House of a Thousand Corpses. Those are, if I was to just watch them on one night, that'd probably be a good set, I think, for the night. I still haven't seen Trick or Treat, either one of them, so yeah, there's a true confession in here too. See, question 8. If you're in a horror movie, am I the first to die, the comic relief, final girl or final guy, or am I the killer? Well, if I was in a horror movie, I'd definitely go for probably the comic relief or the killer. If I could be cast as both, like set up as the guy who's funny throughout the movie but then turns out to be the killer and can throw out some quippy Freddy-like one-liners, I'd play that role. I'd totally play that role. Question number 9. The horror trinity. Michael, Jason, or Freddy? That is an easy question for me. That is going to be Michael. He was the one who basically started the slasher icon persona. He was the first one that I watched out of the big three. Although I did kind of watch a lot of Freddy as a kid, Michael was the one that always actually scared me the most. I didn't come around to Jason until I was in about 2nd or 3rd grade, so I wasn't really scared by him at that point, and it's easily Michael. He's the only one who's ever haunted my dreams out of the 3, but in descending order it would be Michael, Freddy, and Jason. Question number 10. Who is your favorite Universal monster? Well, that for me is going to be Frankenstein's monster, and a lot of that is in the character himself. He's a very, I don't want to say sympathetic, but that is a word that comes to mind. But he's a really tortured soul. He's obviously a dead body, a combination of dead bodies with a brain of a psychotic person. There's just something about, like, he's easily one of the first ones I think I ever really was able to recognize as a kid, so there's the familiarity to that. And of course there's the Frankenstein walk, and I'm not talking about the Bela Lugosi Frankenstein with the arms out, but like just something about that stiff Karloff walk that he had. And he was basically the first horror movie franchise, so Frankenstein's monster easily. Question 11. Favorite Halloween themed or spooky song? For that one, I know I might sound crazy saying this, but Marilyn Manson's take on the Nightmare Before Christmas song, This Is Halloween, just something about the way he redid that song with his industrial sound was pretty damn cool. And I mean, Marilyn Manson's just a creepy fucking guy anyway, so that really worked out. Of course, just about any horror movie score soundtrack, like those I'll definitely always be jamming. Of course, any metal song that's got like that kind of that horror movie approach is always a fun listen. Like anything by Cannibal Corpse, I guess technically counts as horror themed also. Anyway, question 12. Have I ever been to a haunted location, or have I ever experienced anything paranormal? I don't believe, not to my knowledge, that I've ever been to a place that's haunted. And as far as paranormal experience goes, There's not anything that I can think of that would be an actual paranormal experience, but I do remember one time when I was like 12, my stepdad's work boots, they were stacked on top of each other. And when I'd been in the room earlier, they were side by side. And we all noticed that, and it was just fucking weird. So that's the closest thing to a paranormal experience. Nobody ever fessed up to that. And the final question, question 13. Ouija boards. Let's play or no way? God, that kind of gives you an idea, seeing as how I gotta think about it. I mean, if it's not at my house, I don't see why not. I've heard some fucked up stories about Ouija boards. And I've seen The Exorcist, so I know exactly how that fucking went over. I don't know. I mean, if it's not my house, I'll probably take the gamble. Why not? If I'm drunk enough, you know, get a couple drinks in me and I'll play with a Ouija board. Anyway, that was my response to the Halloween Tag 2020. I would like to again thank David Newton at DTN2 Horror for making this awesome tag. And for those of you watching, you've been tagged. Stay filthy.